stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the USC Trojans offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches learn.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line on this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the... The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Trojans are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Jordan. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds a tight end. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important. Man, does it get you excited, and other guys now say, hey, I'm not
turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? They're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
The returner is going to try to see what he can get. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jensen.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality.
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
To throw, it's Anger. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jordan. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Moving away from pressure. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play.
Got some room to run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Caught behind the line. It's Richard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Direct snap. It's Richard. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Fit it in the window for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Hand off from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't think.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Rush is on him. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. Bounced off his feet.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
3rd and short now from their own 48. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over? And
he's got it. 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Trojans are rolling down the field. He leaves it with his back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
one of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
USC 28, Penn State 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can... Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Anger. Caught near the sticks, it's Lions. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Find some fresh air. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got it in the middle, it's Lions. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burton. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I will continue to feed this workhorse.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Anger. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Reynolds. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They'll move the wide receiver. But jet sweep pass. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They're working that left side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
He did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
And it starts with the kick, right? You got to kick the top of the football, get a good bounce, get kind of lucky, right? Like it's got to bounce off the guys, and the kick team was ready, pounced on the football. They got the ball and got some momentum.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Savage. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Cook. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He's got it again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looking for a man, it's Anger. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Trojans look to do some damage in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes to Hart. Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Dumps it to the back. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Back to throw, it's Anger. Using his legs to buy some time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
63, Penn State, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team.